Hello there, welcome. You are at the Thrifty Journal Shop. My name is Amber. If you are new to my channel, so happy you found me. For all of you guys who keep coming back, thank you so much. All right, today I thought I would do some collage fodder. And I say collage fodder, embellishments, ephemera, whatever you want to call it. But I've had some requests for some different animals, and I had a request for penguins, so I thought we would do some penguins today. Also, guys, I would like some feedback. If you are interested at some point in me doing a live and we could do like fodder on camera and we could craft together, let me know in the comment box. I will work on that. It will probably be more so in later June. My schedule frees up a little bit more then. Just a thought. I wanted to show you really quick. I plan on doing elephants and cows also, but I've got some really cute elephants that I did, some really sort of whimsical and colorful here. And then just some normal little elephants. And they are really easy to make. I think that they are, and you can make them however you want. I use watercolors, paint markers, all of that. Here's a big one. So I've got elephants on the plan, and then I also have some cows. Here's just a whimsical, colorful cow, and I've just sketched some out here. I had one of these in my trashy journal, I think. So I've just been playing around. So yes, cows and elephants are coming sometime in the future here. So yes, if you are interested in a fodder pack, I will leave my email, and it is my middle name. It's Natricia76. I'll put it up here on the screen at gmail.com. I'll also put it in the description box. You can message me on Etsy also. They are $40. That includes shipping, and I add some extra stuff, guys. It's just a bundle of funness. If you don't do PayPal, I can make a listing for you on Etsy. Just reach out to me. I will have the next set available probably next weekend. I will make an announcement, and then they should include some elephants, penguins, and all of that also. And I probably will include some type of journaling card like this. Also, I wanted to just show you some of the little cards I made just using the fodder. This is just a playing card with some scraps, Dollar Tree paper with some fabric. And then I just used my little stamper, little bird. Yeah, so just using some thrifted playing cards. There's a little deer, and then I just put some Dollar Tree paper on the back that you could journal on. So I might have some of these in the next fodder pack also. All right, so for the penguins, I did make a penguin stamp. So this is from my penguin stamp, and maybe at some point I will do a video on that. And these are just really plain. I didn't add any scarves or anything. I was just playing around. But there's a little scarf. I made a small little penguin and a big one. Then this is just a junk security envelope that I added some acrylic paint and then just cut him out. Just added a snippet strip of cluster of some scraps, stickers. So I've got some penguins here. Some of these I did with my gouache. Some of them I did with just a Sharpie. So I put some hats on these guys. And then I added some balloons. So the penguins are a lot of fun and pretty simple. All right, so like I said, I've got my gouache, which looks like this, if you guys haven't seen. I love this. Okay, it's the Hemi. So what I really love about the gouache is that you can take your markers and paint pens and go over it. It's not transparent like watercolor, and it's just really nice. You can add water to it, and I just really like the texture. And yeah, a little goes a long way. And then I'll probably use my regular watercolors, but you guys use whatever. You can use colored pencils, you can use crayons, paint pens, all of that. So I've got some watercolor paper that I think I'm going to start off with. I've also got some sprayed book pages that I thought I might do some on too. This is just using food coloring. Okay, and so for the penguins, you can make them as big or small as you would like. So when I'm like designing or working on fodder, a lot of times I will use a pencil just to kind of get an idea. And then when I've gotten it down, I just sort of like to free flow it. And that's what I'm trying to do more also, is not to overthink it and free flow it. But if you want to use your pencil first, or if you are not a drawer, you can find clip art ideas on Google, Pinterest, and you could trace, or you could just print these out and use them. But I encourage you to give it a go, because I think everybody can draw. All right, so we're just giving him a little round head here. And then his little arms and body. Just doing an outline here. And then I add his feet at the end. And we'll give him a little bit of some whimsy hair here, or feather head, or whatever we want to call it. Okay. And I've just got some really cheap brushes, guys. At some point, I'd like to get some decent paint brushes here. And then I just go around here and fill it in. I sort of make a little point here on his head. Okay. Same thing for his arms. I'm just basically giving him the black outline here. And of course, you can just draw these right on your journal page, your art journal page, so you don't have to cut them out if you want to. Or you can make many of them and then have them on hand. I love just having a box of them and then just pulling them out and adding them to a page or a spread. It's just nice. It's nice to have this stuff on hand if you just want to sit down and do a low-key journaling session, and maybe you just want to glue something down. Maybe you're not really wanting to do something very detailed. You're just wanting to play. Okay, so we're just filling this back in. I'm just outlining it. They're all going to be a little bit different, which is the nature of the game, which makes everything sort of unique, right? None of them are ever going to be the same, which is nice. Then what I do is I let the black dry before I add the nose and the feet. Penguins are fun. Okay. Here, we'll let this one dry. Let's see what happens if we do one on this sprayed paper. I haven't tried this yet. I like to just do stuff on the fly sometimes, and maybe it works out and maybe it doesn't. But that's what's fun about art, is that it's just trial and error. And I don't even know if there's an error in it. You know, these are well-fed penguins. They've been living the good life here, which is good, right? I think I'm gonna switch over here to the watercolor a little bit. The gouache is a little thick, just for the outline here. Oh, and he's kind of fun because he's on different colored paper. So we'll see how that works out. And they all sort of come to life when you add the details and you give them feet and you give them their little nose and eyes and all of that. If you cut them out, you can trim off a little bit of this if you want, or this would just be a great page to add inside a journal too. Just add this. All right, so now I'm fussing too much with it, so I'm just gonna leave it. So we'll let that one dry. So that's just some really cheap book page that I sprayed with food coloring. All right, I'm going back to the watercolor paper and I'm gonna outline them. Maybe give this guy a hat. I think I got distracted on the last one and didn't give him a hat. I need to come up. Oops, I'm not even in frame, guys. Sorry about that. I'm trying to come up with another way of filming, especially if I decide to do some lives. I would like to maybe be able to sit down at times. This is fine too. Much better with this brush. Okay, let's give him a little point here for his head. We could give him some balloons and a hat. Why don't we do that? Let's see. So I just do a little circle here. And we can wait till this dries and we'll do the strings of the balloons maybe with a pen. Okay, what other color? Maybe do a blue balloon. So we're just drawing some circles. All right, let that dry. Let's give him a scarf. And sometimes I'll use my marker pens for that, but let's just see where this goes. And then we've got the little tail of the scarf out here. Okay. Give him a little hat. And then I always like to have like a little poofy like bobber, little poof balls on the top. I like how the watercolor sort of runs into each other. All right, and we'll let him dry and then we can do the face and all that. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more. Maybe we'll make a little female. We'll maybe put a bow tie on her head. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, sorry, you got a big head. It's all right. She's a mama. She's a mama penguin. Yeah, already she's a little lopsided. That's okay. That's all right. We're gonna work with it. And not everything comes out the way sometimes you want it to come out. These guys are, their arms are a little bit more, but I think I drew these with a pencil also, so that helps too. This is more free flowing, which I like also. Well, it's more like a flower bow. For a little pink scarf here, I'm using the gouache now. Add a little bit more here to fill in the hat. Added a little pink, and then we're gonna let this dry. Always add some white to that, maybe some polka dots, and fine tune it. But let's let these dry, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll add the nose and the feet and the eyes and just sort of fine tune them. All right, I think everything is dry here. So I'm just gonna add the feet and the nose and details, and I'm just gonna use my markers, I believe. And the nose is just like a kind of like a sideways square. And I've got my black pen here. I'm just going to outline his feet or her feet. We are going to cut her out. And then I like the sleepy kind of eye. So and then I just give some eyelashes here. Outline the nose a little bit there. Let's see if the white Posca will behave itself. We're just giving some polka dots to outline this a bit. And it seems to be cooperating. I think I've mentioned before that at first I really liked these Posca pens, and then they seem to bleed a bit. And that is the 0.7 millimeter. So these are small. And then I've got these also. So for as pricey as they are, because I think they're pretty pricey, and I've heard other people mention too that they were having problems with them bleeding. And then I like to outline things in black just to give it some definition. She's got a little bow, little hat, little polka dotted scarf, and let's see, could make it, let's make it come down a little bit here. Fit a little tail for the scarf. All right. We've got these little guys. Same thing with this little guy or gal. Little doohickey for the balloon there. You know, I did cut this one out. I just left that there. I mean, you can always fussy cut that out, or if you're going to do one with balloons, maybe just draw it on the paper. So you don't have to, cut in between that. But yeah, I love how the balloons sort of blended in with each other with the watercolor. Outline the hat a little bit. I like the scarf, how it's sort of free flowing out there. So sweet little penguin with this little hat and scarf, and then you can add details. You could add polka dots, stripes. We'll add a few little polka dots here just with the pen. Trying to make a little bow tie here. little bow tie, little polka dots inside the bow tie. Just a whimsical bow tie there. So I'm going to cut a few of these out just so you can see. So we did, oh, wait, I forgot about this guy on this page. Okay, let's give him his little feet. Some little eyelashes. I feel like he needs some kind of scarf. A little bow off the side. And some polka dots. Just sort of makes everything kind of stand out there. All right, I'm going to cut a few of these out just so you can see what they look like. I will probably just leave this one as is. In fact, this would be great just to cut around and cut it out, and you could add it to a page just like this, or I mean you could sew this on something and make it into a tag. I don't have I don't have my trash journal out here, but I mean, you know, you could just add that inside a pocket of a journal. How cute does that look? And you could just, you know, journal on the back. You could punch a hole here, add some fabric, you know, make a cute little tag, or just glue it in. So yeah, you don't have to fine tune it all around, or you could just draw that, you know, right on the book page itself. So this is just a little altered cookbook. I did this on camera where I just added some acrylic paint and just made an art journal and just scrapped collage and paint. And then I'm going to sketch and just play in this one. So yeah, I will link the video. I have one with my bear that I've been working in. At some point when I'm done, I'll share a flip through of that. So, okay, so I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to cut these other ones out and then I will be back. And also this guy, I don't know, this might just be a cool idea to just add to a page. I might even just leave him on the sheet because he just looks so different. So these two I'm going to leave as is, but I am going to cut these two out real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so see how they turned out. They turned out really cute. You know, just cutting them out. And then you can fine tune the sides if maybe you made them a little bit too wide or you just want to shape them a little bit more. They're all just wonky. I love wonky and just fun. So yeah, here are the penguins. All different styles. We've got hats. We've got gouache that we used, markers. This one was just a Sharpie. He doesn't have any little whimsical things on his head. But we could always add a hat to him, which I might do. Just put him in a page and draw a hat or give him a hat. So those are the penguins, guys. And real quick before I go, I've got some leftovers. So when I cut them out, I kind of keep all of these like leftover pieces. And then what I do, real easy, real simple, I like to just draw some strawberries. I need to work on some cherries. Cherries are big here. I live somewhat close to Traverse City, and Traverse City, Michigan is known for their cherries, and they really do have good cherries. So I just like to make some really easy strawberries on a lot of these. So you can make them as big and small as you want. So basically just like a red teardrop. I've got lots of strawberry fodder. And then I just take a green marker, I just use this one, and I just make some little circles to add the little stems. And then I just take a black pen just for the little, I don't know what those are in strawberries. Little seeds. Oh, we've got good strawberries here too, Strawberry Farms. I don't know if you guys ever went strawberry picking as a kid or if you still do. Oh, that was so fun. So just some fun little strawberries. So that's what I do a lot of times with the scraps or draw hearts. So a great way to use your offcuts or your scraps is just draw strawberries, hearts. You can draw little flowers. You can never have too many hearts or strawberries. And they're just really easy and fun to draw. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you guys are interested in me doing a live at some point. And I hope you find some sunshine today. And I hope you find some creative time for yourself. All right, guys, have fun, stay crafty, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.